Oh, oh, for dear. Ah,
Something a bit faster, perhaps.
Periscope.
Periscope. No, let's not do this. Uh, um, we see. Yeah. Yeah. No. It's one, two, Footprints? change up change up the feel here, boy. And a couple of swingers. Yeah, that's what this needs is you need a mic and you need like a lengthy spoken interlude. Oh, yeah. Like broadcast. Yeah. Great. Oh, we haven't said anything. I don't think there's anything bad. Yeah. Good call. Good call. Entertainment for those at home. Freedom jazz dance. She,
All right.
are those? Is that off of one or is it like pickups to three? Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. Three. Oh, but yeah. Okay. You go. Yeah. Not that I'll play it right with that knowledge in mind. Just so you know. Just so we know. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Are we playing straight through till we play those?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then there's the break, and then we come back for victors.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for yeah, sure. Want to do let's school one?
Oh yeah, sure.
I'll play an intro that might sound like a different tune. It's not really.
Great.
Or maybe we're good. Let's cool one. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, are we on it or no? Breathing. Probably talking there. Okay, like that. If you want to hold along.
Cool.
Again, I was thinking, well, he knows the name. Sure thing. Sounds good, bro. Yeah. These chairs are just made to be on. It's like, your kids sitting this all day. Why can't you focus? Doody doody doo doody doo doody doo. Doody 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 doo doody doo.
Please be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. Special guest Jason Smith, inspirational faculty and staff of the School of Social Work, and most importantly, accomplished PhD and MSW graduates, welcome to the Spring 2023 University of Michigan School of Social Work's commencement exercises. My name is Beth Angel, and I am the Dean of the School of Social Work. Before we begin today's ceremony, I would like to introduce Clinical Assistant Professor Abigail Eiler to share our important land acknowledgement.
Good afternoon. I'm going to introduce myself in my native language, and then I'll go directly into the land acknowledgement. Nigoni Gimakwe and Dishnakas, Shishani Taskura Undao, Makwa Undoram, Hamandian and Dojiba Canton, Michigan Undao. The University of Michigan is located in the Huron River watershed on land stewarded by the Nishwe, Ishkadewan, and Anishinaabe, the Three Fires people, who are the Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi. As we work, live, and learn on these territories, we must keep in mind the ongoing effects of colonization, the community's struggle for self-determination, colonial state violence, and the recognition of Indigenous sovereignty. Through scholarship and pedagogy, we work to create a future in which the past is thoroughly understood and the present, which aims to enhance social justice while enacting an ethic of care and compassion. Through these words of acknowledgement and my ancestral ties to the land, in recognition of the contributions from those who came before us, the department in the School of Social Work at the University of Michigan renews and reaffirms the 1817 treaty foot at the Rapids. Miigwech, thank you.
Thank you, Abigail. This is such a celebratory day. I am particularly honored to preside over my first spring commencement ceremony as dean of this outstanding school. The excellence of our school is rooted in the dedicated faculty, devoted staff, and talented and committed student body. I'm thrilled to be here with you in person, you, our graduates, with your families, friends, and special guests. PhD and MSW graduates, you are an impressive class. 2 of you are graduating today with your PhD degree in social work and psychology. 107 of you are graduating today with your Master of Social Work degree. 9 of you are dual degree students combining the MSW with other disciplines, including education, kinesiology, public health, public policy, and urban planning. You include graduates with an undergraduate social work degree and with a wide variety of degrees from many fine public and private universities and colleges, including universities here in Michigan and from universities across the United States and the world, including Colorado, New York, Ohio, Rhode Island, China, Colombia, Iran, Lebanon, South Korea, Taiwan, and the United Kingdom, just to name a few. Graduates, you represent the diverse areas of study within the school. 61 of you graduate as interpersonal practice majors, 6 as community organizers, 14 as children and families specialists, 8 with a focus on management and leadership, 3 as global social workers, 8 with a focus in policy and political social work, and 7 as program evaluation and applied research specialists. Collectively, the thousands of hours you spent learning in field education established your competency as social workers, and in the process, you provided vital and innovative services to Michigan communities and beyond. Here are just a few examples of your contributions to the betterment of society during a time when social work services are needed more than ever. Our graduates served on Detroit City Council and worked to improve bus transportation and increase the salaries of bus operators. Our graduates developed educational materials for parents to talk with their children about traumatic events experienced in their schools and communities. Our graduates developed youth empowerment programs focusing on water justice in Detroit and beyond. Our graduates used their writing talents in conjunction with clinical language and observations so that their clients could be fairly represented at the Washtenaw County Public Defender's Office. And finally, our graduates placed at counseling and psychological services held space for University of Michigan students as they processed the tragedy that occurred this semester at Michigan State University. Class of 2023, you reached out, you raised hope, you changed society. Graduates, you come from every walk of life and from diverse locations and backgrounds. You came together with a common purpose to be a social worker who will transform lives and society, making our world a better place. Please join me in recognizing the contributions and accomplishments of our graduates. The past 3 years represent a traumatic period in history, and each of us has experienced the grief and loss of this time in a profound and personal way. Let us take a brief moment of silence to remember those who have passed away but who are here with us in spirit, whether a former teacher, a cherished friend, or a beloved family member. At this time, I would like to acknowledge and thank our superb faculty for your commitment to our exceptional students. I know that the faculty joins me in sharing our best wishes for the graduates with hope for what the future holds and great promise for each and every one of them. Would our faculty please stand and accept our appreciation for the excellent education you provided today's graduates? And now, graduates, I would like to take a moment to personally congratulate you. Your journey to becoming a social worker occurred during an incredibly challenging period in history. The pandemic upended our lives and profoundly impacted us each in different ways. Many of us lost loved ones, and the ongoing disruption of our daily patterns challenged us emotionally, physically, socially, spiritually, and sometimes financially. During this same time, we all continued to witness numerous forms of injustice in our society and all around the world. For example, ongoing anti-Black violence continues to expose just how deeply racism is embedded in our nation. And the recent spate of legislative and judicial actions that marginalize segments of the population, most particularly women and members of the LGBTQ community, represent an attack on the fundamental rights of all of us. As social workers, our passions and skills are needed now more than ever. We play a crucial role in supporting individuals, families, and communities and finding solutions for a better tomorrow. Throughout all these challenges, the class of 2023 has both responded and adapted. You have completed your classes under very unique circumstances. Your field work required new levels of adaptability, ingenuity, and resolve. At the same time, you answered your calling as social workers by stepping up to the forefront, speaking out, and contributing to a better society. We're proud of your dedication, your achievements, and your resiliency, and we're excited to be able to celebrate together. Today, you joined the ranks of over 17,000 Michigan alumni, Michigan social work alumni. As Dean of this esteemed School of Social Work, I'm honored to be the first to welcome you to our alumni community. We look forward to seeing how your enthusiasm, dedication, and accomplishments shape our legacy. Graduates, you have earned the respect, admiration, and gratitude from both the Michigan social work community and the university. You have shown dedication, tenacity, and hard work in earning your degrees under historic and unexpected conditions. We are so proud of you. I'm now delighted to introduce our keynote speaker, Executive Director Jason Smith. Let me tell you a bit about him. Jason Smith currently serves as the Executive Director of the Michigan Center for Youth Justice, MCYJ, an organization that promotes fair and effective youth justice policies in Michigan. He has worked in various roles for MCYJ since 2014. Jason's journey in the field of juvenile justice began as an intern with the Ingraham County Circuit Court's Family Division, which sparked his passion for advocating for youth in the system. After earning his bachelor's degree in social science from Michigan State University, he worked as a direct care provider at a transitional home for justice-involved youth and later as a case manager within Wayne County's juvenile justice system. Determined to deepen his knowledge and skills in justice reform advocacy work, Jason pursued a Master of Social Work degree at the University of Michigan, where he interned with the Washtenaw County Michigan Prisoner Reentry Initiative and MCYJ. His commitment to juvenile justice led him to co-manage a youth diversion program in Skokie, Illinois, and became a 2011 Youth Justice Leadership Institute Fellow with the National Juvenile Justice Network. During his time with MCYJ, Jason has served in governor-appointed roles on the Juvenile Justice Task Force for Reform and the Standing Michigan Committee on Juvenile Justice. Jason lives here in Ann Arbor with his wife, Christy, and 2 young daughters. Please join me in welcoming Executive Director Jason Smith.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Let me get this up. I'm kind of tall. How's that? Okay. Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations to all of the graduating students. I hope that you all are having a great day so far as you celebrate your achievement. I want to thank you, Dean Angel, and the planning team for the opportunity to give the keynote address today for a program that has contributed so much to the trajectory of my life, both professionally and personally. As the dean said, I still live here in Ann Arbor with my family, and I would attend more of these graduations if I could. Being in the room with individuals at the beginning of their social work careers with their energy at such a high point is truly reinvigorating. Those of us who have been in the field for a while, we need this from time to time. So just a brief piece on my background. As Dean Angel shared in the intro, I work for the Michigan Center for Youth Justice. MCYJ is a nonprofit advocacy organization that focuses on juvenile justice system reforms. Our mission is to advance equitable justice policies and practices that protect young people and help them achieve their full potential. We do that primarily through advocating for statewide legislative reforms and educating the public about issues in the juvenile justice system. Our motto is that kids are still kids, even when they get into trouble. In the past, we have advocated for things like raising the age of juvenile court jurisdiction to allow 17-year-olds to be served in the youth system and creating better confidentiality protections for juvenile records, just to name a few of the policy changes we've been involved with. Our goal is to ensure that all children, no matter their background or where they live in the state, are treated fairly by the justice system and have access to treatment and services that will help them thrive after their system involvement. Also, as the dean said, I've been with MCYJ for almost 9 years. And yes, I started as an intern, an MSW intern here at the University of Michigan. And after working in other jobs in the social work field after graduation, I eventually came back to the organization and eventually became the executive director a couple of years ago. I always knew that I wanted to return to work for MCYJ after graduation. After doing my field placement there, I was hooked, and I knew that I wanted to work in juvenile justice policy for a long-term career. I made sure that I participated in jobs that kept me on that path, and not only jobs, any conferences and networking opportunities that kept me connected with the youth justice reform advocacy community I tried to do. As a fellow social worker, my lifelong passion and career has been focused on helping to improve the lives of young people who come in contact with the justice system or are at risk of becoming involved. And I hope that my experience inspires you to pursue your passions and make a positive impact on the world around you. Now, I know that you all may be in different places regarding landing that first post-graduation job. And let me say to the folks who haven't secured a job yet, from the experience of being in your exact situation, you will eventually get a job. I guarantee it. In my case, that first job was just something to get me started in the field and earn an income, but it led to another job, more closely aligned with my goals, which led to another and so on. Each experience built on the last, and I learned something new from each one. I also found that I could transfer skills and knowledge gained in one area to another, which allowed me to be more effective in my work. So I advise you, and it's similar to what the keynote speaker said during my graduation, I advise you to keep an open mind and be flexible about your first job after graduation. And don't be too hard on yourself if it's not exactly what you had in mind. Take the opportunity to learn as much as you can, make connections with colleagues and mentors, and build a solid foundation of skills and experiences that will serve you well in the long run. As social workers, we play a critical role in society as advocates for individuals and communities. We are agents of change and empowerment, and we work tirelessly to create a world that is just and equitable for all. Through our work, we strive to create meaningful change in the lives of those we serve, whether it be through clinical practice, advocacy, policy change, or community organizing. I've had the privilege of working alongside amazing social workers throughout my career, from those who work directly with clients to those who lead organizations and shape policy. Their commitment to social justice is unwavering. They work hard to support those who are marginalized, disenfranchised, or forgotten by society, and are strong advocates for the most vulnerable members of our communities, and their impact is immeasurable. But the impact of social work is not just limited to those we serve. As social workers, we have the opportunity to create positive change in our own lives as well. Your completion of a Master's of Social Work degree is a significant step in this direction. It provides advanced knowledge and skills that are essential for success in the field, as well as increased responsibility. With an MSW degree, you will be equipped to take on leadership roles in organizations and communities. You will hone the skills needed to design and implement programs, policies, and practices that promote social justice and equity. And you will be prepared to advocate for change at the macro and micro levels, and to challenge the systems and structures that perpetuate inequality. As social workers, you will often be confronted with some of the most pressing challenges facing society today: poverty, inequality, mental health, substance abuse, and discrimination are just a few of the many issues we must address on a daily basis. These challenges are not only complex, but they are also deeply rooted in systemic issues that require long-term, sustainable solutions. It is our responsibility as social workers to not only address these issues, but also challenge the harmful narratives that have been perpetuated about those we serve. In my line of work, young people are often labeled as delinquent or worse, perpetuating the notion that they are problems to be solved rather than individuals with unique stories and experiences. These labels have contributed to a narrative that often portrays young people who make mistakes, as often young people do, as threats to society, especially youth of color, rather than recognizing the challenges they face due to systems and institutions that oppress them. As social workers, it is our duty to fight for policies and practices that support those who have been marginalized by systemic oppression. Despite these challenges, there are also incredible opportunities for growth and impact within the field of social work. With technological advancements and interdisciplinary collaboration, we have the potential to create innovative solutions that can address systemic issues and empower marginalized populations. By using our skills and knowledge to work across sectors, we can drive change on a massive scale. And I also believe that all of you are going to use technology and other innovations to move our profession ahead of anything that I can ever dream of. And so now here's a couple of ideas that I have about what makes a successful career in social work. First, yay. Uh, First, as a social worker and reform advocate, I cannot stress enough the importance of empathy and compassion in our work. We must not only understand the needs of the people we serve, but also we have to connect with them on a human level. It is only through this connection that we can truly drive change and create a lasting impact. The folks we serve come from a diverse range of backgrounds and experiences, and it is our responsibility to listen to them, learn from them, respect their perspectives, and advocate for their rights. As we strive to create a more just and equitable society, we must ensure that empathy and compassion guide our actions. Second is self-care, which I feel like we are so much better at now as a profession than when I first started. The work we do as social workers can be challenging, and we must be prepared to face setbacks and obstacles. It is important that we develop resilience and self-care practices to navigate these challenges and prevent burnout. We must prioritize our own mental and emotional well-being to be effective in our work. And this means setting boundaries, seeking support when needed, and engaging in activities that bring us joy and rejuvenation. You deserve joy and happiness. We must recognize that our work is not a sprint, but a marathon, or as one of my colleagues calls it, a 9-inning baseball game. We must take care of ourselves to sustain our efforts and make a lasting impact. It is also important that you commit to lifelong learning and professional development. As the landscape of social work continues to evolve, we must stay informed and up to date on new research, best practices, and policies. Lifelong learning and professional development are essential to our work as advocates. We must be willing to learn from our clients, colleagues, and community members, and constantly seek opportunities for growth and development. As we strive for systemic change, we must be equipped with the knowledge and skills to drive that change forward. Now, if I can add a few more quick tips, and then I'll prepare to wrap up. So first, if your employment allows you to take advantage of the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program, please do so. I, yes, I am living proof that if you're eligible, you will eventually have your loans forgiven. And I had a home mortgage amount of loans that just went away this year, actually. Second, to the friends, family, and loved ones here, take care of these social workers. They're going to need your love and support throughout their career. Stuff can get really heavy from time to time. And to the students, if you ever feel low, or in a rut at some point in your career, my advice is to find a way to reconnect to the feeling you have right now as graduates. Mentor social workers at the beginning of their careers. Take on MSW interns if you can. Like I said at the beginning, being around social workers at the start of their careers can be really reinvigorating. As we celebrate your graduation and you embark on the next stage of your careers, I urge each and every one of you to embrace the opportunity to create lasting change in our society. The dedication and hard work that has brought you to this moment is just the beginning of what will be a lifelong journey of advocacy and action. It won't always be easy, and like I said, there will be setbacks and obstacles along the way. But I have every confidence in your ability to navigate them and emerge stronger and more resilient. As social workers, we have the power to change lives, transform systems, and shape the future. So embrace that power and use it to drive the change you want to see in the world. And be proud that you're in the social work profession and the incredible difference you will make. So, in closing, I want to offer my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. You have worked hard to get here, and you should take immense pride in all that you have accomplished. I wish you all the best at the start of your careers, and I look forward to seeing the incredible work you will make in the years to come. My name is Jason Smith, and I'm proud to be a social worker. Thank you.
Jason, thank you so much for that heartfelt and inspiring message. And I just want you to know that you can come to graduation anytime. You're always welcome. I now have the pleasure to introduce our first student speaker, Aya Shahadi. Aya Shahadi is a poet, community organizer, and researcher based in Michigan. Born and raised in Chicago to Lebanese and Moroccan parents, she centers her work around psychology, faith, and justice. Aya graduated from the University of Illinois at Chicago with a BA in English and International Studies. Her lifelong fascination with the power of words inspired her 2018 TEDx talk, What's in a Name, which explores how language shapes identity. She believes that creating social change also begins by resisting and reclaiming a deeply ingrained lexicon. She served as a creative producer for the Zekat Foundation of America. While on assignment in Turkey, she recognized the power of storytelling as a tool for decolonization and healing. As an MSW student, she interned with the Arab Community Center for Economic and Social Services, Access, where she helped develop an activities-centered group therapy program for young adults. She also interned at the Arab American National Museum, where she worked on the Cultivate and Grow Oral History Project to celebrate and commemorate the opening of the new Heritage Garden rooftop. After graduation, Aya plans to further her studies in Arabic and the Islamic sciences and work to cultivate community spaces and resources centered around holistic wellness and the arts. And so, Aya, please approach the podium.
Thank you. Dear family, friends, faculty, and class of 2023, Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you all. It is my great joy to be standing before you. I begin with a story, surprise, surprise, about stories. Back in 2018, as the dean shared, I visited a refugee clinic in southern Turkey where I met a woman who invited my colleague and I to listen to her story. We sat in silence after she finished, hoping our eyes communicated what we wished to say. I don't want pity. It's enough for me that you listened, she said, smiling and concluding with the words, I am happy. Twice widowed, Displaced from her homeland, with disabilities, and a son suffering severe post war trauma, I wondered, how was it that in simply sharing her story, she found comfort? As we traveled from city to city on this trip, I reflected nightly on the fact that despite traveling abroad to see how others were healing through an organization's humanitarian work, I found myself also being healed in tandem. Where I came wanting to be the helper, I discovered again and again that I was the one being helped. Herein lies the lesson. Service is as much for us as it is for those we are serving. The sociologist Irving Goffman once wrote, "There seems to be no agent more effective than another person in bringing a world for oneself alive, or by a glance, a gesture, or a remark, shriveling up the reality in which one is lodged." This is the extraordinary power we human beings have, a dance of cyclic collective healing through the sharing of our stories and the validation of our pain. People are power. And if every single individual is a universe of their own, we are transforming not one world, but worlds by bearing witness to each other's lived experiences. This is the story and the realization that led me to social work. There were many people that bore witness to my journey through this program, both the highs and the lows. There were the loved ones who supplied me with coffee on groggy mornings, the mentors who listened long enough to understand the multi layered research topic that's been sitting in my brain for years, and there were each of you, students whose insights led little revolutions in, in our classroom discussions, who modeled compassion of the highest caliber, and who always made sure to inform each other when there was food being served in the social work lobby. This moment today is one of witnessing each other's stories, just in fancier clothing. I see you, you see me, a most beautiful and humanizing exchange. Here I entreat you all to reflect, all of you, on the witnesses who have touched pieces of your story, to reflect on the ways others have been transformed by your listening ear, by your open hand, and your kind eyes. So look around, like actually really look around, maybe to the person next to you, and take it all in for a moment. Social workers know the silence is always okay. Now, class of 2023, we have much ahead of us in our field. So let's talk about courage in uncertainty, something we know very well. Early on in my first semester, probably in a fit of grad school panic, I scribbled the words, "I don't know," in my journal 3 times, and then after a pause, I wrote, "But perhaps it will be made known to me." Uncertainty is a strange thing that takes immense courage to sit with. The truth is, very often we do not know fully the rightness of our choices, the effectiveness of our actions, or the difference they will make. Numbing pain is easy. Apathy is very tempting. But committing to helping and healing among all the hurting that is happening, that is courageous. We plant the tree, not knowing if rain will come, but still we plant that tree. Social work is so many things, and every single graduating social worker here today has a very unique contribution to make. That said, my wishes for you, class of 2023, are the following. 1, listen very carefully. 1, follow your gifts. 2, move at the speed of trust. And 3, meet fate halfway, because fate always favors those who try. It was an honor to learn with and from you all. I will really, truly carry the depth of your care with me, knowing there are kindred spirits out there fighting for the same future. and I hope you are proud of yourself. I wish you well in all the adventures coming your way. Congratulations. We did it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Aya, for that beautiful and poetic contribution to our ceremony. Now I'm pleased to introduce our second student speaker, Casey Richardson. I'll tell you a little bit about Casey. Casey Richardson is a Master of Social Work candidate in the Interpersonal Practice in Integrated Health, Mental Health, and Substance Abuse pathway. She graduated summa cum laude from the Western Michigan University with her Bachelor of Science in Psychology and Gender and Women's Studies in 2020. During her time as an MSW student, she has developed a service-centered social work practice through her experience as a counselor at the Center for the Education of Women. She has striven to empower individuals in the University of Michigan and surrounding communities by serving as an advocate and providing resources to help them reach their academic, financial, and professional potential. Through a holistic approach to her clients' needs, she demonstrated the ability to connect them to appropriate resources, facilitate exploration of their career and educational goals, and provide encouragement to them as they embark on their professional journeys. She also served as a graduate student instructor for 3 terms. This allowed her to make deep connections with students and faculty at UM, find ways to best support students' academic growth and personal well-being, and witness community organizing and action in the fight for workers' rights. After graduation, Richardson plans to fulfill a lifelong dream of hers to work for the Walt Disney Company before returning to Michigan to continue her advocacy work in higher education. Casey, please approach the podium.
Thank you. Hello, my esteemed friends and colleagues. I remember hearing that our time as MSW students would fly by. I somehow feel like this could not be more true, while also feeling like time has stood still. Like I blinked, and here we are. I graduated from undergrad during the peak of the pandemic in 2020. At that time, the whole world was so uncertain of what the future would look like. An exciting milestone suddenly shifted into a turbulent blur. My peers and I found ourselves entering into a new phase of life during one of the most frightening and confusing times in a generation. I truly had no idea what my next step would be. As it turned out, my light at the end of the agonizing tunnel that was the COVID-19 lockdown was this program. Coming to the School of Social Work fresh off of a year of isolation, I had no idea of what to expect. During that first week in the fall of 2021, I logged onto Zoom for the Seed Week orientation, and within minutes, I had joined a buzzing group chat of hundreds of my new peers. Everyone was brimming with excitement, all as eager for connection as I was. It was then that I knew that I was in the right place. Suddenly, the doubt and fear that had characterized the year or so prior was replaced with hope and aspiration. Since that first week, I have been amazed by the kindness, passion, and drive of my classmates. It is truly a unique and sacred experience to be in the presence of so many justice-driven, compassionate people. While we all come from a broad collection of different backgrounds, we are united by the same determination to make this world a better place. I look around at all of you today in amazement at what you have already accomplished. Not only have you all cultivated a community marked by support and encouragement of one another, but have made visible strides in creating change. This cohort has demonstrated fierce advocacy, unwavering strength, and radical love. It is easy to look around at all of the injustice and heartbreak that is ever present in our world and feel overwhelmed. It would be so easy to walk away feeling like anything we do is not enough. However, through every challenge, we have rejected apathy and strategized persistent resistance. Social work is a marathon, not a sprint. We are all here for the long haul, hoping to leave the world better than we found it. We have been guided by the mentors who poured their wealth of knowledge into us, and now it is our turn to go forth as the next generation of social workers that will undoubtedly leave a tremendous legacy. I stand here today deeply humbled and inspired by the commitment to excellence that this class has demonstrated. And I challenge us to go forward with the same level of enthusiasm to the practice of social work that I saw during that very first week. I have no doubt that we will all continue to change the world. Unlike 2020, we graduate today with a sense of comfort and security, knowing that each of us will be out there fighting for justice against all odds together. I cannot wait to see what we all accomplish, and I am honored to continue the fight along with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Casey, for that wonderful message of resilience. Graduates, this is the moment you've been waiting for. At this time, I would like to present the newest University of Michigan School of Social Work graduating class of spring 2023. We will begin the individual presentation and hooding of our PhD in social work and social science graduates, and then follow with the presentation of our Master of Social Work graduates. Would the marshals, readers, hooders, and alumni board representative please take their places as we begin the presentation of the graduates? And graduates, as you cross the stage, please join me for a photo. I will direct you to look at the photographer. So we'll turn and look at the photographer, take the photo, and then you'll be greeted by our School of Social Work Alumni Board representative, Sabrina Clark. We also have a graduate who is celebrating with us online today, and their photo will be shown on the screen as their name is read.
Are we ready?
First PhD student is Lolita Moss, PhD in social work and psychology, titled The Medium in the Message, an investigation of mainstream media use, relationship scripts, and intimate partner violence among Black adolescents. Ramona Perry, PhD in social work and psychology, title of her dissertation, Black During COVID-19, a mixed methods exploring adoption of COVID-19 risk reduction behaviors.
I see Ryan Richardson. I am Mohammed Shaheen. Willow Ray Adamo. Avi. Yannick Alexis. Sarah Bashaw. Sarah Bellinson. Melissa Bien. Sarah Burkle. Alexis Bowman. Madeline Brunband. Rachel Brustein. Jewish Communal Leadership Program. Morgan Burns. Clara Butcher. Abigail Caleef, Jewish Communal Leadership Program. Christopher Camacho. Andres Cepeda. Paige Copping. Hao Yung Chu. Alexandra Coleman. Allison Cromer. Manaka Della Vecchia. Julia Denverno. Stephanie Doyle. Kira Dressler. Justine D'Souza, Master of Social Work and Master of Public Policy. Lisa Durant. Jason English. Kat Frost. Russell Funk Wojciechowski. Lydia Greenberg, Jewish Communal Leadership Program. Jennifer Lynn Harris. Holly Hergenbeck. Regis Anderson. Julia Hennick. Winzhou Hung. Megan Jagalinzer. Carly James. Yizan Jin. Cassandra Kelly. Brooke Krasig. Charmaine Coons. Alana Lambert, Jewish Community Leadership Program.
Brianna Lang. Catherine Lennon. Wendy Liu. Caitlin Hope Malo. Abigail McDonough. Ashlyn Paige Mahalski. Sahar Mir. Secret Mitchell. Bronte Chanel Munson. Brianna Muzal. Hayan Gloria Nam, Master of Social Work and Masters of Kinesiology. Emily Elise Owen Dawson. Megan O'Gara. Amal Omar. Andrea Petsalis. Elizabeth Post. Jürgen Robertson Reberg, Jewish Community Leadership Program. Sydney Reinhardt. Ellery Roseneig. Sean Rosatano. Yasmin Sachs. Haley Shadoan. Dylan Shane. Grace Sherbin. Carly Max Silverstein. Lexi Smith. Thomas Somi. Mahal Stevens. Olivia Stillman. Caroline Straub. Mark Serth. Alyssa Sweeney. Khaleesi Taborgan. Hilly Teller. Nicole Tomaszewski. Nicholas Michael Vara. Nick Volkner. Emily Waldman. Valerie Watkins. Alexandra Weston. Nathan Williott. Dominique Viate Williams. Eva Wise. Rose Ibarra.
We have one student joining us off. Madison Riley Larson.
Okay. I now invite the PhD spring class of 2023 to please stand. On behalf of the University of Michigan Board of Regents, I confer upon you the Doctor of Philosophy in Social Work and Social Science degree. And I now invite the MSW spring class of 2023 to please stand. On behalf of the University of Michigan Board of Regents, I confer upon you the Master of Social Work degree. 2023 graduates, it's time to do something really important. Please move your tassels from the right to the left side of your caps as a symbolic gesture that you are now alumni of the University of Michigan. Please be seated. Graduates, please remember, graduation does not mark the end of your time with the University of Michigan School of Social Work. As alumni, we hope you stay connected and engaged through the numerous social and professional opportunities offered by the school's Office of Development and Alumni Relations. And now, graduates, it's time to do something really, really important. It's your turn to thank your family and friends, those who stood by and supported you as you achieved your educational goals. Family and friends' support and encouragement make the great accomplishments of our students and graduates possible. I would like to invite the family members and friends in attendance to stand and be recognized. Graduates, family members, and friends, a great ceremony like this does not come together without the help of many faculty, students, and staff. Please join me in a round of applause for today's organizers. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the school, I would like to thank everyone for attending and extend congratulations from the University of Michigan School of Social Work to our graduates. We hope you will join us for a reception in honor of our graduates in the lobby following commencement. Now, we ask that guests remain seated until the recessional march of the platform party and the graduates has been completed. Please feel free to join us in singing Hail to the Victors as we close today's ceremony. Please have a safe trip home after the reception and enjoy this special day. And go blue!
No, we're fine.